Lalo wants a real name. Lalo, it's time to come in. It's getting late, Abuela yelled from the house. Lalo did not answer. Who's Lalo? Asked a red-haired boy who was playing with a stick by the sidewalk. I don't know, Layla answered, making faces at the little girl he was playing with in the front yard. Layla was staying at her grandparents' house in Houston while his parents were on a trip. He loved to visit his grandparents in the big city since he lived in a small town in West Texas. They took him to the ice cream store, to the park, and sometimes Layla went with his grandfather, Papo, to the zoo. Layla loved to pet the animals. The visit was special to him. His abuelos were taking him to the big circus tomorrow. Lalo, yelled Abuela again. I don't want to have to drag you in here. Papa is waiting. She stood at the front door. She's calling you Lalo, the little girl said. Yeah, your grandmother doesn't call you Bobby, the red-haired boy said, still poking the ground with a stick. I said my name is Bobby. Layla walked toward the house. The children followed him. The red-haired boy stood in front of Abuelo. He said his name is Bobby. He said that? Well, maybe he turned himself into Bobby. I wonder where Lalo is. I don't want to play with you. Lalo stuck out his tongue at the children and went inside. Why did you tell them your name is Bobby? Abuelo asked. No one is called Lalo. I want to have a real name, like Bobby or Jimmy. Last week, you told your kindergarten teacher your name was Matthew. What has gotten into you, my boy? Lalo is a silly name. Now my name is Bobby Brown. It's about time you came in. I'm starving, Papo said, his big belly laughing along with him as he walked to the table to join the small rounded figure of Abuela. Lalo loved to lean against his grandmother's soft stomach while she told him stories of the old country, Mi País, as she called her birthplace. Lalo's mind was on the most important event in his life. The circus! He could hardly wait until tomorrow to see the elephant, the tigers, and the clowns. He had never been to a big circus. His mother took him once to see the clowns at the mall, but that was not a real circus. No cookies until after you eat dinner, Papa said as Lalo picked one from a plate. His name is Bobby Brown. He doesn't like a strange name like Lalo, said Abuela. Bobby Brown? Papa asked. Then you're not related to us, right? Our last name isn't Brown, but Ramos. Where did Lalo go? We miss him and we love him and miss him. Abuela looked serious. Bobby, sit down and eat your dinner. Lalo did not say anything. He did not like his grandmother calling him Bobby. He would not have liked his mother calling him Bobby either. What did Papa mean when he said he was not related to them? They were his abuelos. We're going to the circus tomorrow. You promised. Yes, but we promised to take Lalo Ramos, not Bobby Brown. Now go get ready for bed, Abuelo ordered. Lalo did not sleep well. He dreamed he was living in a big house with strange parents he did not like and children sticking out their tongues at him. He awoke mumbling, Lalo, Lalo. The familiar sound of his name made him feel good. Do you want cereal for breakfast? Asked Papo. Abuela was taking the cereal box out of the pantry. I don't know if Bobby Brown likes cereal. I like cereal with lots of milk. Abuelo, I want you to call me Lalo. I don't care if I don't go to the circus. I'd like you to be my grandparents again. Of course we are, and we want to go to the circus with you, Papo said. My name is Lalo. I'm not Bobby Brown. I don't want you to say that I'm not related to you. Lalo looked down so his grandparents would not see the tears in his eyes. We are your grandparents. We love our grandson Lalo very much. Come here, child. Papo sat on his big belly and tickled him. Let's have breakfast. Are we going to the circus after breakfast? Lalo dared ask. Yes, we are, in a little while, Abuelo said, pouring milk in Lalo's cereal bowl. My name is Lalo. My name is Lalo. Lalo stood in front of his grandparents. Someone is at the door, Abuela said at the sound of the doorbell. Lalo ran over to open it. Hi, he said to the little girl he had played with the day before. Do you want to go out and play? She asked. Okay, but only for a while. Later, my grandparents are taking me to the circus. The circus? I want to go to the circus too. The little girl jumped from place to place. Let's go play, Bobby. I like the name Lalo better, like your grandma calls you. I like to play with Lalo. Lalo Ramos was not a silly name after all. It was a good name and it was his. Sounds good, he said to himself. Lalo felt warm all over and decided to continue to be called Lalo Ramos. The